Hello Pisces, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your general card reading for your sign for the month of April. We have no preset goal, we just follow the cards, but mostly when we put the cards for the sign, very soon we see the direction where it's going, and the topic is very soon coming out. If you're looking for a very short card reading, this is not the one because you will get a lot of details here in this card reading, but I will try to do my best to make it as short as possible. Anyway, Pisces, here we go for your card reading for the month of April 2022. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your Lenormand card reading for the month of April. As your first card here, we see the letter. The letter is the card of communication, so it means we should take up a communication. The letter is a more serious card. It's not like emails or something. It's like serious communication here that we are sharing with other people here. Sometimes also it points to applications, make requests, ask legitimate, serious questions. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we are seeking here for deeper answers. This is what we are seeing here with this card, especially with the sun in the middle. We are probably gonna find the answers or the requests or the applications that we've been sending. This will be answered positive because the sun is a very positive card in the middle. So we will just go to the sun now because this is the central card here. It tells us about wish fulfillment. If you hope for certain things, if you applied for certain things, if you asked certain questions, the answers will be positive here. This is what we are seeing here. This is one of the most promising cards of the deck. Now we will go in the vertical eyes. We start with the vertical. So this is the near past, this is the present, and this is the future. So this is happened not so long ago, or it's still going on. What we are seeing here, the snake, the letter and the snake here, it could tell us that some news that we are receiving could be a little bit in some areas of our life, it could be a little bit unsettling here, or it need to be handled discreetly. So if we receive certain news, we should maybe best keep this for ourselves till it's the right time to share this. The snake is a discreet card. It's a diplomatic card. It's the card of silence. It waits for speaking till it's the right time, and especially with the tower there, since the tower is also a silent card, a card of being alone. So we best keep the answers, the news that we are receiving, for ourselves. This is what we are seeing here. In another way, some of the answers that we might receive might not be what we expect them to be. It doesn't mean that it has to be negative, but maybe it's not what we expected. There could be a positive answers, but maybe it's not the positive answers that we expected them to be. But it doesn't mean that there is no progress. Here sometimes also we need to be careful that certain traps are not laid out for us here, or in another way, that we could receive news that is not genuine, fake news, fake documents. So you will need to be careful also for that. If you receive documents, or if you receive documents, or you are confronted with certain documents, you should double check them if these documents are genuine. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, all information that you are receiving, you should handle this discreetly and keep it to yourself the best you can here. But there also will be communication about certain desires that we are having with other people, certain wishes that we are having here. It's possible also in another way there is communication about interaction with a certain partner. Maybe these wishes are physical wishes that we are expressing here, or sexual wishes. This can be the case here with the snake, because the snake is also associated with sexuality. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we should be careful here. Sometimes also it means that the news that we are receiving is not what it seems, or it's news from somebody who don't have good intention to us. For some people, not for all, it means that they receive legal documents. It might be that maybe you applied before for a divorce or for a separation, or for certain documents related to the government, because The tower that we are seeing here is a governmental card. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that people send you message or you receive certain messages from people that try to manipulate you. So we need to be very careful here with the messages that we, or the documents that we are receiving, especially if they're related to government official instances here, because there literally could be lies. If I see this on a bigger scale, for instance, on the world scale, I can apply this also like that. But it means that governments, for instance, in the area where you're living, that they are not sharing honest information. They keep things back from the public. So it means that the information that is exchanged with the people is not genuine, it's honest, it's half information. Some information is hidden, or they share just what they like to share. It's they have here you get the idea that the government share what they think is best for the people. It's in their best interest that they sometimes are kept in the dark, or they kept dumb. So this is what we are seeing here. This is a typical classical combination of authorities that keep their people in the dark. This is what we are seeing here. Since we have the snake here, and there's a lot of education going on here in the world, I would also say here that the information is possibly that is given to these to the people there, that it's not that it's related to poisonous, to medication. As we know here, we all have a hard time here. Now a lot of pressure is put up on the people for certain medication, and we have the government here. So the governments, they put pressure on the people for taking medication, for pressuring them into medication, and they wait here till their task is fulfilled, till everybody says yes. But of course, this is not going to happen. There will be always a very big group of people who disagree with this medication. Sometimes also in another way, this points to scams, hoax related to governments. It's like cover-ups here. This is what we are seeing here. We need to be very careful on the world front with the snake. The snake is a very intelligent card. It's a very smart card. It waits in the grass till it strikes. So there could be something going on later on the long run. So be careful. I mentioned this for many months already, what you put in your body. Be careful. You are responsible for yourself. There's only one responsible for your body, and that is certainly not the government. That is you. You are in charge of your body, even though I'm realizing in some countries it's very difficult for moving if you disagree with certain medications. What we see here, it's possible also that you from your side, you make certain demands towards people. This is what we are seeing here. If you are applying, this is also documents related to careers, resumes that we are seeing here. If you have a conversation, or if you send a letter, you need to have a more diplomatic approach. With this combination, if you send a letter, a structural diplomatic letter will have the most effect for you. This is the positive effect that you are getting here with this combination of cards. It's possible also that the topic of work, of the government, of medication, you cannot let it go until everything is said. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the snake and the tower. Certain things out of our past, we let go. If certain things out of our past, if we are confronted with them, we will let them go. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also it points that we turn away, because sometimes the snake, it turns away. We turn away from the past here and we move on. If we are about to evolve or go to the next stage, this is the snake, she loses her skin, she sheds skin. And here we see, we take our old skin off and we move on with a new personality. Sometimes literally this means we change our personality. For instance, for some women, they could change their hairstyle, they could lose weight, they could go to the gym. It's like there's a transformation here on the personality. We eat more healthy. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. This combination also, it sometimes tells us if we have adjustments in our life, sometimes we could be a little bit alone, but this could be a being alone that we have chosen ourselves for a particular purpose. Maybe we need rest, maybe our mind needs rest for going into the next level. It's like we are busy and we are alone in our mind for setting our priorities. This is what we are seeing here. Again, here we are urged here to be discreet regarding official matters here, privacy. Be careful also, I have mentioned this also many times, be careful what you post on the internet, because some things we cannot get off of the internet, from your privacy, from things that are in your house. We never know who's watching there. So be careful what you post on the internet, especially also private information here. Be discreet for yourself, protect yourselves at all time. Anyway, here we see also that there is with certain people in your life, there will be less contact. Sometimes this points that we have less contact with the mother figure. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here that we are seeing here. But here, this is a very strong combination if we want to move on in our life and we are in the right position for moving up the ladder, because the snake slowly, she moves up. She's very smart. She's very ambitious. She's very fixated. She waits till it's her right time. She's wise. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. There could be, as I said earlier, some seclusivity here that we are seeing here. Solitude, maybe we need to some solitude here. It's like we are calculating where we are going. And also for our job, we will be very unemotional, because we really want to reach our goal here with this combination of cards. If people are trying to distract us on the work front for reaching our goals, we will not allow. So we will keep our focus. The snake, she waits in the dark till her prey is there, and then she attacks. So that's exactly here what you're gonna do here for your focus here. This is what we are seeing here. But as I said here, there could be some distance here with the mother figure or a motherly figure. This is what we are seeing here. And then we go in the second vertical line. We have the birds, the sun, and the stars. The birds and the sun here, it tells us that for certain things in our life, we will receive compliments from people. Also, we ourselves, we are grateful, we are thankful here, and we affirm this. A period in our life, as I said here, could come to an end here, but there's a lot of good here coming to you. We see here there are very positive things here coming to you. You put things, we saw this earlier, this comes back here. Some things are finally put to bed, and there comes an end here, and we can put our mind literally to rest, especially with the moon there. Our mind need rest. This is what we are seeing here. We could also have very strong senses, like we feel something is coming in the future, and it could be really becoming the future. Sometimes Pisces are very sensitive for things that are coming. It's like they feel it on their sixth sense here, and we see here, this is what we are coming. And you will feel that positive things are coming to you here. If there are currently still a little bit of worries, you will see that they're disappearing, because you have the sun here. This is a very positive card, so things are coming back. Also, you will have very clear insights. What is the best for you? Foresights, predictions here that are coming for you in the future. We see here again the confirmation if you go for a job, for a successful interview, a good meeting. Also the people there, you will speak very motivating. This is what we are seeing, and the conversations that we are having regarding to jobs or with people are successful. This is what we are seeing here. If people would go too deep, we will turn it into a chit chat, because though in our privacy, maybe we are not, we will not going too deep here. We circle a little bit around here. This is what we are seeing here. There could be also some stress, because the birds are also stressed, and there could be, in a way, there is some stress. And if there is some chaos in your environment, still, if there is chaos in your environment, you will find structure in the chaos. This is what we are seeing. For others, it might seem that your life is chaos, or your environment is chaos, but for you yourself, you see order in the chaos. It's like the chaos theory here that we are seeing here. Anyway, mostly this don't point to a very big mess. You can clean it up very easy. This is what we are seeing, but there could be a little bit of disorder. Then we have the sun and the stars, which is a very positive combination. Also, if you have certain wishes, these wishes will materialize, wishes come true. This is the yes card, and this is a yes card too. So this is all yes. So there's a lot of success here, a lot of completion here. Also, there will come more inner peace here. You could climb higher on the ladder, especially if you have a very strong focus here. And also you will feel that you need to connect with the world in general more. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you are, we saw here, these are two communicative cards. Maybe you decide to communicate with more channels, with more people. This is what we are seeing here, but there's a lot of optimism here. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Then we go in the third vertical line, we have the key, we have the moon, and the house here. The key is the card of solutions. So if you find for certain solutions, especially on the creative front, on the way your mind works, if you have something in your head here, this is the mind. And this is, if we need to find the solutions are in our mind. This is what we are seeing. This points also that on emotional intelligence. It's like we're unlocking a part of ourselves that have been hidden before, like the subconsciousness, it is unlocked. These two cards together, this points, if we have learned something, the sun is learning, our personality learns, and this is actually putting it out there. What we have learned, our creativity, we express it. And here, this is a very good combination. And especially here, you have the key in your hand. So there will be some things that are possible here for unlocking your creativity, because these are all positive cards. Sometimes also it means that we do something in our house, we learn something, we do maybe some sideline in our house. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there's a deep understanding here on the emotional level here. There's a lot of benefits here. This is what we are seeing here also with this card, with this combination of cards here. You will also be very intuitive, maybe especially if you're alone or on the workplace, because this points to the workplace, the home. This is what we are seeing here. If you work somewhere, you will be very creative and there will come a lot of possibilities to you, but you should trust your intuition, important feelings here. If you think this is the right thing to do, and you should trust your feelings here with this combination of cards. Also, certain emotions will be released. This is what we are seeing here. It's like you get a deeper insight in yourself, but sometimes also it's in the collective. If people talk to us, you are very easy to analyze the problem here with this combination of cards here. There's also a feeling of relief here. You will release certain things. Then we have the moon and the house. The moon is a card of invitations, honors, respect. And here we see that we get honors, respect coming to us here. If you get certain invitations for your work, for your creativity, for a job, you should actually go into it. This is a very positive combination for getting invites for people that are important. Also, you will meet people that are like-minded, because the moon is the mind and you have it next to the sun. So you will meet a lot of like-minded people here, but you will be honored for your work here. There is positive growth here. You could turn a hobby, something that you do for a long time, actually into a job, or you decide to also do something in your home. This points to home-based businesses. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But on the other front here, on the more spiritual front, you could really have important messages, even collective messages that you would receive from higher spiritual, for people who are into that. So you should trust, if you have certain feelings, if you have certain moments of clairvoyance, you should trust that, because this is very positive also for this combination. But specifically here, you could do this on your own in your home. It's possible also that some of your relatives have the same abilities. Maybe your mother, your father, they were also had certain psychic abilities. This is what we are seeing here. There's also a strong influence here from the family. This is what we are seeing here. We are strong influenced by that here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, there is strong roots in the past, because the house is the past, it's the roots, it's our foundations, and we are still strongly connected here with that. There's still a strong influence subconsciously on us here, on our emotions here. This is what the cards tell us here also. But especially act according to your intuition here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we go in the horizontal lines. So we go in the horizontal lines here and we start with mirroring the corners. So it means we mirror the corners towards each other. So what does this tell us? That good news is about to arrive here towards to you. There's some message here, and an important message here, that we bring a solution here for you. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also with this combination that if you applied for something, it's accepted. So we saw this earlier here. Sometimes also if we have done an exam, it means that the exam has a positive result here. This is what we are seeing here from authorities. This is what we are seeing here. If you have waited for certain permits, this is also positive. Any kind of documents here that you have been waiting for will be allowed here or will be given to you. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. So an important document or an important letter is receiving you. It's a key document. It's actually very important for your future, what we are seeing here. This is always yes, this combination. This is what we are seeing here. Then we're going to mirror the bottom cards. We have the Tower and the House here. If you work somewhere, this is literally the head office of the organization or a business. If you work for yourself, this is your home environment. This is what we are seeing here. There could be, with the family in itself, there could be some issues. Maybe you don't agree. Maybe there's a very, it's like here with this combination, we see that the home place, the place that we are living, is very structured. Like it's almost like, I would say, like you live in the government, like very strict rules, very strict regulations that need to be followed. And for getting some form of interaction there, it's like we almost need to bring ourselves on a spiritual level, because it's really here, I would almost say like robot-like, like very structured here that we are seeing here. Sometimes also it points that for the moment, there are boundary issues with the family here with this combination of cards. The only front where we might be able to easy connect with our relatives here with this combination of cards might be on the spiritual or on the religious level. This is what we are seeing here. But anyway, this is a strong indication here where we come from. If this is our workplace, it might be that the place where we are working here, maybe we have been there before, maybe for some other reason we have been before, because the Tower returns. So you might have been there before. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. This points to big buildings here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this point, we ourselves, that we live in an apartment, but this is then a total different part. It doesn't necessarily mean because you live in an apartment or a high building, there's a lot of people around. Not necessarily so, but the building could be high or the building could be big. This is what we are seeing here. Or we are living in a big house. This is what we are seeing here. And also we might stay more home, but this is our personal decision here with this combination. It's like a little bit like my home is my castle. This is what we are seeing here. But with your family, if there is a lot of strictness, you will set certain boundaries and you will not let them cross certain boundaries. There could be some loneliness also towards the family here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that our certain family members have a high standard, or you apply a very high standard towards them. If you have certain plans here for your future, it means that we strictly follow the plan that we have made. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But here sometimes we see that we lock ourselves up a lot. Sometimes also it means that we could pray a lot. We do a lot of spirituality. There could be a lot of meditation here. This is what we are seeing here. But then this is self-chosen authority. Of course, we are still, if we are still in these virus conditions here, it could be that in this period, in this month, there could be more confinement necessary. It all depends in the area where you live, because this is what this combination means also. Then we have the letter and the birds. The letter and the birds, we are in the in the upper cards now. We're going to do the upper lines. The birds and the letter, it tells us that there's a lot of communication, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails that we are sending here. We share a lot of news here. This is what we are seeing here. And this news actually brings solutions for you. This is what we are seeing here with these combinations. It's also possible there's a lot of communication with our neighbors, with pen pals, with people. There's really a lot going on. We could see that if we focus on ourselves, that we notice that we constantly are in our phone, constantly sending messages here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes it points to multiple things that we message at the same time here. There's a lot of hectic communication here, stress communication. If this is related to your work, it means there's a lot of communication going on here in our workplace. Then we come in the birds and the key. Here we see that probably there's a lot of communication with others. And if we need to find certain solutions, we brainstorm with others. We let others, their thoughts also come to us. And here, this is a positive combination. So you could find solutions if you talk with others or if you work together with others. And also you will take initiative here. You will think through the matters, you go in depth here. This is what we are seeing here, and you will take initiative for seeking and finding solutions. All the ideas that you are receiving from other people, you will put in very good use. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. What we see here more, if it's been a long time since we've been outside, it's possible that we come suddenly in a bigger group of people. There's a lot of communication and a lot of noise. Or it's possible that we live in a place and there's a lot of noise around us. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Again, here, I see the combination here of clairvoyance, things that we see clear in our life here. We exactly know where we are going here. The stress that you will receive for the moment, it will reduce in a stable way. So maybe in the beginning you have a lot, but as the month passes, it will get less. This is what we are seeing here. And also you are very inspired for your job. There's a lot of inspiration. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the snake, the sun, and the moon here. If we are confronted with difficult situations, with tricky situations where we need to be smart, here you will handle this in a very smart way, in a very diplomatic way. This is what we are seeing here. And also, if the situation seems to be tricky, you have the snake there, you will be very flexible. Like your mind is turning and you think, if it's not working that way, I just go the other way around. This is what we are seeing here, because it's actually up your mind. Here we see. So it means that our mind is very flexible for getting where we want to be. Even there are complications, we can still go around here. It's literally like we look with snake eyes, like an infrared. We can pierce here for solving the problem here with this combination of cards. If you experience some difficult situation in your life, maybe something dishonest happened to you, or you experience this as a certain dishonesty, things will go in a positive. There is success coming here with this combination. But maybe this success that you are having now, you will need to pay a certain price for it. Not necessarily a financial price, but it's like we are paying a price for it. Also, we show a lot of wisdom with this combination, smartness, diplomacy. Sometimes also it means if we have discovered certain things, but with the snake, we need to wait until the right time. We cannot share information before it's time, because if we do, it could have an adverse effect. So here, if we share certain things, it could have benefits for us, but we need to wait until the right time. We cannot share information before it's time. You need to be absolutely sure that it's the right time to share here. This is what what we are seeing here. Also, some people could be a little bit jealous of you, so we should watch our back here also with this combination of cards. If you had certain enemies or certain competition, also you will overcome your competition. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also This is then on a total different front. If you have interest in sexual interaction, this points also there is possibility for sexual interactions with a certain partner, with certain people, but of course it's your own choice. But here there's a lot of possibilities for that. The Sun is a very fertile card, and here this is hormones, and the Snake is a sexual card, so you can make the connection here yourself. Here there's a lot of there could be some kind of relaxation, maybe a short holiday here that we are seeing here. And also there are sexual interactions intertwined into it. This is what we are seeing here. This is a possibility, of course, that we are seeing here. What I want to mention with the Snake in relationships, you need to be very careful. It's possible that the interactions, the sexual interactions that you have are very satisfying, but with the Snake is always 3. So it means that somebody, like for instance, if you're 2, it's possible that the partner that you are involved in has somebody else, or he's still intertwined with somebody else. The Snake is always 3. It means there is more than one. So here we need to be very careful. Keep that in mind. If the Snake is in relationship, for relationships, it's not a very good card, but for job, for focusing, for ambition, it's a very good card, but for relationship, it's not. It doesn't mean that if you have no relationship with this person, or you have no intention for a long-term relationship, this will be very satisfying, the experience that it is. But if you are expecting a long-term serious relationship, I should double think about this, because maybe something is going on here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Be careful also, it's not because something is satisfying. Be careful here not to become infatuated with the wrong person, because this could be a very charismatic person that we are confronted with here. Possibly also we are very easy and fast to interact. It's like you both know how to think, but it doesn't mean that a long-term relationship is possible here. There's a certain craving here for warmth. It's possible also that you want to be in the sun, and maybe you meet each other in the sun. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this points also that we want to party more, we want to have more fun here. This is what this card tells us also, this combination of cards. We could really feel that we need to party, we need to cut ourselves loose and have some enjoyment. Then we have the Sun and the Moon here. As I said, there could be love feelings, but be careful with the Sun. I'm telling you here, this is like this, the female and the male are coming together, but be careful with the Snake there. There could be complications, things that you are not foreseen. Maybe in the beginning, the things are not clear for both parties. Maybe some things are unsaid, or one of both parties don't share everything, because as I said, the Snake keeps quiet. So if you have a combination with somebody or an interaction with somebody, it's possible that everything on the physical front is very good, on the mind front is very good, but this person, he or she keeps secret, or you don't ask the right questions. If sometimes we could say, yeah, this person is lying, but if you don't ask the question, maybe this person has the point of view that he or she don't need to share that. So be careful here and ask the right questions. It doesn't mean even if you ask the right questions that the person will answer them, because the Snake keeps quiet. This is what we are seeing here. So this is the other side of the Snake that we are seeing here with these cards. Anyway, there's a success on the work front. There is no problem here, but there will be a strong attraction here between the two people here. This is what we are seeing here. We could literally feel spiritually connected with this person, and it might make the situation complicated. Sometimes the Snake is a very complicated card. Or here also you could feel, if you are together with this person, that you feel like day and night there's happiness. But as I said, be careful with it. Not things might not seem what they like, or there could be complications afterwards. There could be really an interconnection here, a mediality towards these people. Then we have the Tower, the stars and the house. The towers and the stars here, if we are a spiritual or a religious person, there's a protection over us. We have faith in our spirituality, in our meditation, in our religion. This is what we are seeing here. And if you want to go somewhere, especially on the career front here, you can achieve your dreams. This is what we are seeing here. There's some kind of divinity here. And if you had a difficult time in the past, you will see that slowly you are healing. You have very high hopes here. Also, you will be protective towards your dreams. Maybe you're unwilling to share certain things here also with this combination. Sometimes if things are going very well, we need to see also that we keep our feet on the ground, because sometimes this means that our ego is growing. So be careful here, keep yourself under control here. It might not be bad intent, but sometimes we need a lot of space. It's like suddenly we need a lot of space. And this could have a negative influence on others, or others could feel a little bit intimidated by you. So we should restrain ourselves, because it's a very positive combination, a very good combination for growing, but also there are other sides to work. Also, you will aspire to certain excellence in your life. This is what we are seeing here. If you want to achieve certain spiritual goals, for that one here, it's a very good combination. Then we have the stars and the house. Here we see that we are building certain foundations because we are ready for the next phase in our life. This is the card of structure. So it means you have enough experience. Sometimes this points to expertise. So it means we have enough foundation, we have enough expertise, and we are growing into the next phase of our life. This could be related to your home-based business. If this is the case, you have more than enough experience in that area. Or it has always been, this is the card of dreams, for working in your home, and this is actually coming out now. It materializes with this combination of cards. Also, sometimes with this combination of cards, the place where we are living, we really like to live there. We feel very good here. In another way, for some people, this could mean that the house where they are living, it has some kind of fame. In somehow it's connected to fame. This is what we are seeing here, or everybody knows where this house is. This is what we are seeing here. It could also mean later on that the things with the family are working out better. Slowly it works out better, or you forgive, but still there will be structure there. This is what we are seeing here. Now we're going to see if we can add something with the cross. We have the letter, the sun and the house. Here we see again here that we have certain wishes. These wishes are fulfilled, especially for home-based businesses. Here again, here we see the receiving of the honors. Things are very positive. I just see if I can add something here. The communication that you will have will make you happy. A lot of communication. Then we have the sun and the house. Also, you will like to stay a lot at home here, but it doesn't mean that sometimes you will not take a day out, because I see some outing here also, but I think in general you like to stay home here. Sometimes with points also that we are relaxing ourselves. We go to a sauna, we go to massage, we go to rooms, spa rooms, we take a massage. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we want to feel warm. This is what we are seeing here. With this, we have a strong longing for feeling warm here. Also, we will make clear rules for ourselves. There are no shade of grades. For instance, if in the place where we are coming from, the rules were not clear, in our own home where we are living, there are no shades of gray. Everything is very clear there for ourselves here. This is what we are seeing here. There is a stable confidence here. This is what we are seeing. Then we have the key, the sun and the tower. The key and the sun here, it tells that something is complete. We already saw here. If you have certain enemies or certain competition, you will come out on top because you will be focusing. We already saw this earlier. There's a lot of improvement here. Things are really fated in a positive way here. There's good luck. There's victory here. Maybe you're surprised from your own success, but it will be very positive what we are seeing here. Also, the more you have success, it's like if we have success, it's like we're more inspired. We feed our own success here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the sun and the tower. We come in a winning circle. We can be proud of what we achieved or what we have accomplished here. It's possible that you discover something and you do something unique. Maybe not what somebody else did, and you discover a certain success formula and you can look forward with your accomplishment on the long term, because the Tower is on the long run. So we have experienced, we have found a success formula, and we apply that. So here also, if you have found a success formula, keep that a success formula on the long run. Don't make too much changes. The Tower don't like too much changes. So if you have a very changeable mind, something that works well, no need to change it. If something runs smoothly, no need to make adjustments. I know some people are sensitive for that, and I think maybe if I change this detail, it will be more better. But sometimes we just need to let it as it is. If you have the success formula, apply and move ahead here. This is what we are seeing here. We are thriving here. This is what we are seeing here. And also from the governmental way, you could experience some success, like things go easier for certain applications here. It's like everything going your way here. Even if you're confronted with certain authorities, it will come very positive. It's possible even that the government itself, they give you solutions. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of everything is here in a very positive context here. This is what we are seeing here. And it's possible that with this combination, actually, the government helps you for achieving something. So this is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. So Pisces, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this philosophical Lenormand card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If you have interest in more financial card readings, we do also card readings, financial card readings. There is a philosophical approach, and we do also the spiritual card readings. They are short card readings always that we do, and the three together you can wave it to the whole, and the three of them you can see for the month to come what is in store for you. So anyway, Pisces, thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, thank you for staying with me until the end, and of course don't forget to subscribe, and I thank you for doing so. Bye bye, Pisces, see you next time.